What's up, nail geeks, and welcome to another Polished Gamers box video. I have a couple of the contributions for this month to share with you guys. This is a wonderful month. I'm really digging the theme. So if you're new to this specific series on the channel, if you're new to indies, if you're new to just anything I'm talking about, the Polished Gamers box is a really geeky, nerdy box, and it's one of my favorites actually because hello, gamer here, and I'm super nerdy. I mean, y'all saw my screen name and you know what I'm about. But this is video games and nail polish mashed together to make these beautiful, awesome inspirations. So this month's theme is Xbox versus PlayStation, and I'm gonna show my cards here a little bit, but I'm a PlayStation girl and always have been, always will be. Xbox to me is Fable. That's really it. I've never super been a great Xbox fan myself, outside of course, Fable. That's really it. So PlayStation's gonna have to get my vote. Whether or not you're a gamer like myself, I know you can appreciate the polish. That's why you're here. So without further ado, let's dive right in. And first up, we've got Jen and Berries. This is May the Forza Be With You, described as a steel blue base with a shimmery effect and small multi-chrome flakes. This is Crelly perfection. It's quite smooth on the nail. It plumps up like a cream, but it is just light enough to allow a mosaic-like pond effect with the flakes. The flakes themselves are very foil-like. They adhered very well to my nail. No issues with them. They are of the tiny to medium variety, so you are going to get more of this sort of speckled effect on your nails. For opacity, I'm going to suggest 3 normal coats and a good glossy top coat to seal this up. If you have warm undertones like myself, this is going to pop really well on you. And here is Krisable Designs. This is Rotten Son of a Shoopuf, described as a violet to blue thermal with pink to orange crystal flakes, pink shimmer, and silver flash glitter. So we have straight jelly goodness here. I highly encourage you to see the inspiration pic for this polish in the Facebook group. It is such a beautiful rendition, inspiration from it. It's literally the picture liquefied into a nail polish. I'm going to suggest going up to 2 normal coats. If you insist on going to that 3rd coat, you'll want to go in very light-handed on your brush strokes and thin on your coats. And that's just because there's quite a bit of a plumping factor to this. I thought 2 coats was perfect, even with my free edge going on here and wide load nail problem. You're going to need a glitter smoother with this, as it does dry down thirsty and a touch textured from the reflective glitters. And Luna Lacquer brings us It Takes Two. This is described as a blue base with blue aurora shimmer and purple to pink to peach to gold shifting magnetic pigment. It Takes Two has a strong metallic feel. No surprise here because it's a magnetic. So I would caution you, if you're new to indie polishes or you're new to magnetic polishes in general, you want to get as much pigment on your nail as possible for when you magnetize it. That way you will have a more obvious look. Now, I chose to do 3 coats. I thought it was perfect with my wide load nails and that free edge I got going here. And you can see just how beautiful and contrasting that pink to blue is. It does have a very flat dry down, so I would suggest a thicker glossy top coat. And Night Owl Lacquer brings us Pirate Hijinks. This is a clear base glowing with green to aqua to blue to violet shifting shimmer and black hollow micro glitter flake. No surprise, as you're seeing on this first coat here, this is going to translate ridiculously well when layered over a cream. It is intended to be worn alone, and I would suggest going up to 3 coats with it. Now, there is a heavier type of feel because it is jam-packed full of shimmer and glitter, so I would suggest it's okay to overwork this one. It's very forgiven, given that it's you know, a glitter finish dominantly, in my opinion. No need to be careful with it. Just get in there and make sure to spread it really well. It does have a strong squishy factor, which is why I didn't do the icing method, but it does dry down flat too. So I would suggest a plumping glossy top coat and a glitter smoother. And Rogue brings us Crash. This is described as a deep marine blue base with iridescent flakes. Now I want to really heavily highlight that on my monitor here, I thought it came out okay when I was looking at my preview window on my camera, but the preview window always lies on DSLRs, at least mine does. And I want to highlight so much that this polish is like 3 shades darker in person. I think my video is making it look like a neon medium blue. It is definitely darker in person. I would suggest going in for 3 coats. And lastly, we've got Zombie Claw. This is Rotten World, and is described as a dark purple base with loads of iridescent flakes. Now this is true jelly-like finish, very similar to the Rogue, and it builds very, very well. I really liked how the little iridescent, almost mylar-like flakes come together, and we've also got black flakes going in here too. So very vampy, and it's a bit almost like a kitchen sink, but it's not too much in my opinion. I do like how the flakes mesh together well. I'm going to suggest going in for 3 light to normal coats. Just be careful to not overwork it, otherwise you'll drag those flakes right off your nails. It has quite a bit of thirstiness and a little bit of texture from all the flakes, so I did use a glitter smoothing top coat and a glossy top coat in my full hand shot and my swatches. And we're going to wrap this up with the Will It Topper segment. This is where I demonstrate polishes over a black swatch stick to see if they have versatility for layering. Okay, so across the board, we pretty much have crellies and jellies here, and we've got some really interesting results from our little experiment. Gin and berries, I would suggest not toppering with it because it leans too heavily like a cream in my opinion. Krisable is not going to work over black, so I use a white cream to demonstrate what it looks like in both the warm and cold states. So it definitely worked over white. I think it would look beautiful over pastel colors too. Luna looks great over black. It takes over everything. So I don't think this is one per se you'll want to layer, but I mean, if you wanted to conserve your bottle, sure. I just think it looks best by itself. Night Owl translated beautifully as a topper, like I was saying previously. It's gorgeous, and that little wiggle there with the swatch stick, you can see that blue shift. Rogue looks very cool over black. It took away that blue base, and I could just see the flakes. So I can see this one pairing pretty well with purples, blues, and black. Zombie Claw also worked. Just at the Rogue, it took away its base color. So I think you can definitely play with this one over matchy match colors with purple, different types of burgundies, and black. So to order any of the polishes and many more, because there are going to be quite a few more in this month's box, there is the website. I will link you guys below in the description box. The pre-order, it's a pre-order style. It's going to start January 15th and will run until January 20th. I will have fine details broken down in the description box below, including timestamps, if you need to go back and check anything else out. And I'll also link you guys to the Facebook group too. That way you'll get some more information in future launches and things like that. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.